All right, so that's it right there. I know that it's already lowered and this video is how to lower it, but this is 4 inches up front and 5 in the rear. The rear might get down a little bit more as it settles. I still need to go get an alignment and all that, but anyway, I couldn't really do any videoing on the back because it just was so hard, and I didn't really have any time, and it was really I was getting kind of stressed out with it for the rear. It sucked. So I didn't really do a video for that. Pretty much all you need to do is just undo the rear, drop it down, push the axle to the left, you know, flip that and then go to the other side, do the same thing. The rivets and cutting the bump stop was a pain in the ass. But after that, it's pretty simple. And then the front, you got a video for that. So I'm just doing this to kind of clarify everything that you're about to see. And it's kind of dirty, but now instead of stepping up into the truck, I'm going down. There we go. So I really like it. I think it looks really good. So I'm very pleased with it. I think we did a good job, and it'll be washed. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe and enjoy. All right, we got the lowering kit in my buddy Kyle's truck. We're gonna go put it on. I'm driving this for now. Oh God. Tell me to put my stupid belt on. Anyway, I haven't seen a lot of videos of people putting the McGaughys 4.6 adjustable drop on, so I'm gonna try my best here to show y'all how to do it. I'm not really sure how. I know how to do the front end. Kyle does. He's a pretty good mechanic. But the rear flip, it's gonna, you know, he said it's probably gonna be self-explanatory. So I'm gonna try my best to show y'all what exactly to do and the way I did it. And if we run into any mistakes, I'll let y'all know. And so y'all don't run in, you know, y'all don't do the same stupid shit that I do. So we're gonna go drop my truck now. All right, got the wheel off. So we just have new spindles and a new strut that's gonna go in the spring. So just need to remove this ball joint up top on the upper A arm and the lower ball joint here, and then remove the strut and it should come right out. So it's pretty simple to do on each side, but knowing me, we'll screw it up somehow. So we're gonna do that now. All right, so we got the rotor off, and now we got to remove the ABS line that's going to it because of the brake. You're not gonna be able to take the spindle off, so we'll have to do that right now. All right, got the strut and the spring out. The top was a lot easier to go through the engine bay. It just sits right here. There's 3 of them. Just get a long ass extension. We had an impact here because it's like a damn shop. So, so we got all that out, and now I guess we're just gonna put the new strut in, put it back in, and I guess wrap this side up, and then tomorrow we'll do the other side and maybe start on the back. All right. Okay, so these ball joints, to take them off that spindle, all you do is you take the nuts off and just beat the shit out of it with the hammer, and it should pop off. Same with this right here, and the spindle should just come right off. Just beat on it on the actual spindle and you'll be good. Okay, since I'm doing a 4-inch in the front, you only leave 2 rings on. Each of these rings are worth half an inch. Okay, so you need a spring compressor, compress the spring, and then it's metal piece over, and then the little guard that sits on the coil. You shove it through the bump stop. Yep. Will go through here.
Take
that
the
was
old bump stop out, shove the new one in,
and you're good to go. Then it just pops right back on, just like that, and the strut should stay where it's supposed to. And then just bolt it up, and it'll stay in. There we go. All right, we got the strut back up in place. These were kind of fun. It's sitting where it's supposed to go. We had to jack with the clips, and we had to remove the end link bushing to lower this down so it pushed the A-arm down. Now we're jacking with the spindle. Took this spindle off, and there's these bolts that go through. Well, On this one, when you put it on, if you look on the back side, it's blocking one of the holes right here. And so with the kit, it came with some studs right here. Okay, we didn't know what the hell these were for. You just put a stud in, and then you put a nut on that side. So
yeah, nut on this side here, just like that.
And this just goes through. So that's why there's studs in the kit. So if you're, all right, so we got everything back in. Make sure you put your ABS line back in. All we gotta do is put the rotor on, put the caliper back on, and everything will be good. So I'm gonna.
There's most of your
torque specs right there. Let's pause the video if you need it. So yeah, we're gonna finish this side up, and then we're gonna drop it and see what it looks like on this side. Okay, so on my setup, I have these 17-inch wheels. You can't see anything on here. This lower ball joint right here is grinding. I can't even put the wheel on, so we have to grind it down. Yay! That's what we're doing. So we can frickin' fit the wheel on. And also another thing, this dust cover doesn't line up because the new spindle, they're straight up and down to put the caliper back on. Okay, so the caliper's gonna be in different spots, so you have to hammer cut the dust cover. It's really kind of ridiculous. We're still working on this one side and it's dark. It's only like 6:40, 6:30 or something like that. So, and we've been only working on this side for 2 hours, but we've been bumping in all these mistakes. So beware. You have to cut or bend the dust cover, and you have to grind. If you have small wheels like me, grind the hell out of the lower ball joint bolt. So that's just a little update. Alright, so what he's pretty much doing is there's a nut that goes on the, it's the upper ball joint, okay? And you can't get a socket in there, okay? And you can't use the stock one. You have to use the one that they gave you with the kit. So we have to grind it out because it's not gonna work. And it won't work on any other kit because you can't get a socket in there because the nut's barely big enough to fit in there. So we have to grind it out so we can get the socket in. Also note, look how long this ball joint is. In the last clip, which was yesterday, which you saw, we had to grind the damn ball joint all the way down here so that the damn rim would fit on. Because my rims are 17s, I'm going bigger, but as of right now, I cannot get the wheel on because this stuck down too far and the rim would hit at the bottom on the inside. So we had to grind that down, and then we're gonna Loctite the nut back on, and that's how we're gonna do it. So right now we're just doing some African ingenuity up there, and got this strut on over here. We got this one spindle ready to go on with the strut, and yeah, the front should be done here in about a couple hours. All right, that's it. That's the front. Front is dropped and the back is still up. Have a little ground clearance left, but I think it's gonna look real good. We're gonna start on the back now. Had to do a lot of fab work, to be honest. It wasn't like just bolt it and put the tires on. There was a lot of shit we had to do to make it work, and these 17s didn't really want to fit. And so yeah, I'm gonna take it down the road. The alignment is out like a mother. It's real bad. This one's sticking out, and then this one is kind of straight, still sticking out a little bit, but I'm just gonna drive it around the cul-de-sac and bring it back. All right, there's the finished product. 5 inches in the rear and 4 up front. Yeah, it's lower for sure, but it was a pain in the ass. Oh my god, like, if you don't have a lift, just pay someone to do it because it sucked. Unless you have people who have time to do it with you, then yeah, don't do it by yourself, that's for sure. So That's what it looks like. The rear sucked. Oh, the jack's still under there. This is how low it is. I mean, the jack's all the way down. Oh, you need it to jack it back up, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave it over.
Well, I need to come back anyway. Oh, well, I'll let you fuck with it. Anyway. So that's it. Yeah, it's definitely lower. So I'm happy with it. It'll settle whenever we put the tow package and the spare back on. It'll be a little bit lower in the rear. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to having a lower truck.